You only ever known. Y'all the main ones I'm watching on my throne. Created everything, but I called you my own. That land I gave you, put my name on it, my home. Yeah, that's my home. Israel, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. I made a promise, can't nobody take it. I chose to put you above all the nations. Out of your graves, I chose to awaken. We made a covenant, don't you forsake it. Come get protected while they going crazy. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. Israel, my firstborn, my baby. I woke you up in your land of captivity. I do not change, I want you to remember me. Laws and commandments, I gave you the remedy. Go read the testimonies for your memory. I sent them prophets, but you wasn't hearing me. I come to you if you really come near to me. I heard your cry.
We'll run with them. We'll see all of our ninjas running that way. But guess what we'll do? We'll go with the Caucasoid cavemen. We'll go with them. And when we get there, we realize, hold on. They're all Caucasoids, and I'm the only one who looks like this. Meanwhile, you let all of Israel run that way. You could have run with them. But your best friend said, come with us. We'll take it. I promise you we will. The moment they got that door closed, it's like, gotcha. That's dinner lasts us for a good 6 weeks. Good 6 weeks. Have some ham hocks and all that. Let's read it again, please. Let's read that scripture.
The book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 13. Separate thyself from thine enemy.
Come on.
And take heed of thy friend.
And do what?
Take heed of thy friend.
Come on.
A faithful friend.
A what friend?
A faithful friend.
You will notice that whenever the scriptures speak about faithful friend, they're speaking about your own people.
That's right.
Read.
Is a strong defense.
Is what?
Is a strong defense.
Finish it for me, please.
And he that has found such an one has found a treasure.
I found a treasure. That makes sense to everyone so far? Everybody good there? All right, good. Now what I want you to do is go back, if you please. Go back one more time to Malachi. One more time. I want us just very quickly to go to, I want to go to Job. I want to go to Job 9. Job 9. And again, if you haven't already yet done it, please begin to notate your script up to these precepts. Now, you can have your own, of course, but I'm just giving you the ones that will help you lighten your load when the time comes when you've got to quickly flick backwards and forwards. Job chapter 9 and 24, if you please.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Yes, sir.
The earth is given unto the wicked.
It's given. That means that what Trump is doing, he is doing it legally. Now that's a rough one right there. Yep. You telling me he's doing it legal? Yeah, he's doing it legal. Look at the scripture says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So all what these devils go ahead and do, and they're killing us off, shooting us, beheading us. Guess what? They're doing it legally. The Lord is giving them all the rope that they need to hang themselves with it.
That's right.
Finish it, sir.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So the real people, he's covered their faces. Go on.
If not, where and who is he?
And who is he? Now, very quickly, there are a couple of quick things I just want to give you in case you're new, in case you haven't made any notes with that. This whole scenario we're looking at in verse 4 is tied to what's called the Renaissance. The word Renaissance means rebirth. So if you can't spell the French version of it, just put the normal anglicized version, which is rebirth. Okay? And that rebirth time is 1453. There's another, remember Renaissance is one of them. That's historical. You'll find books about the Renaissance. The other one, I want you to keep this in mind for down the months, down the road. It is called it's called the Age of Enlightenment. The Age of Enlightenment. To be enlightened. Why is that so important? Because that was the age that the popes had the power to tell every Caucasoid that they could go into any black land and take ownership. Even if they're living in a house, you could own that house. They're living in the land, you could own that land. It was the age of enlightenment. They were enlightened to the fact that they have the power to do as they will. Awesome. And just as a quick notation, verse 3, where it uses the word the dragon.
Yes, sir.
That word dragon ties in with the dark ages. The dark ages. The script to back that up is found in Job. Who can quickly tell me where that is in Job? Very quickly before we go to Matthew, please. Who can tell me where do we find that in Job? Can anyone? Anyone? Any hands at this point? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace, Bishop.
Grace and peace, Doctor.
Job chapter 30, verse 1.
Very good. Let's go there quickly, if you please. Go there, if you please.
It's the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they are younger than I. Have me in derision.
Have me where?
Have me in derision.
Go ahead.
Whose fathers I would have disdained.
I would have what?
I would have disdained.
I would have had disdain. Go on.
To have sat with the dogs of my flock.
The dogs of my flock. In other words, my dogs were too good to be with them. My dogs was too clean to be with them.
That's right.
Right? That shows you, and that's why that nation, they smell of dog.
That's right.
Don't let the rain go on them.
Oh.
Don't let them be outside too long. Dog smell coming into your home. Now, in case some of you are saying, but Pastor, that doesn't really connote to the dragon thing. Well, it does, and let me explain. You've got to go almost to the very last verse to see how this actually ties in. All right? Go to the very last verse, if you please. It's almost the very last verse, 29.
Another one. This is Job chapter 30 and verse 29. Mm-hmm. I am a brother.
See, the word brother is there. Right? So there's some kind of relationship that was there. So it says, I am what?
I am a brother to dragons.
I am a brother to dragons. That's what it's telling us there, right? Go on.
And a companion to owls.
And a companion to owls. Now, again, the answer to that is found quickly in, it's back in Malachi.
Yes, sir.
1 and 9, I believe it is.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I pray you, beseech Yahweh, that he will be gracious unto us. This have been by your means.
No, that's not the one. It's Malachi. Hold on. Micah 1 and 8. Let's read.
The book of Micah, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
It reads thus.
There we go.
Therefore, I will wail and howl. I will go stripped and naked.
Mm-hmm.
I will make a wailing like the dragons.
See? So that's what they do. Now, in case any of you are not up on the history, there was a section during the Dark Ages in Europe that they walked around naked. They grew their hair long. They were hairy. They were called beasts. It's part of their history that they don't like to talk about. But they would howl at the moon like a dog. They would do things like that. This is what they would do, and it's documented right here in Baltimore, Maryland. There is a museum that actually has a tapestry. Also in the Library of Congress, there is a tapestry showing the history of them, and it's a copy, in fact, of how they were in Europe. They actually have the carpet. It's showing black men in castles and white men hairy running to try and climb up the walls like animals. And you have believed them when they called you an animal. And they're the beasts. All right? So keep that in mind, all right? And remember, it's Micah. What did I say, Micah what?
Micah 1:8.
That's the one that you want. That's the one. That ties in with the bestiality situation. Not the bestiality, but the bestial. Bestial is the correct term. It is tied to the bestial actions of Esau. All right, let's get back to Matthew. All right, let's get back and read where we were, sir, please.
Yeah, Malachi.
We're back to Matthew now. We've dropped Malachi. We've dropped that now. Heading back. It's amazing how just a few words. That's what I mean. That we're in Matthew, and already we've gone into long history. All right. Now let's quickly do this just to get our minds reset. So read, if you please, verse 1 again, 24:1.
Yes, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 1.
Come on.
And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple.
Come on.
And his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple.
To show him what, sir?
For to show him the buildings of the temple.
Buildings of the temple. Go on.
And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you,
Come on.
there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
That shall not be thrown down. Go on.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, his disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be?
Now remember, he had already opened up some things back in Malachi. He had already done that. And now the disciples are asking, when shall these things be? And then they go on to say, go on.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Now the signs of his coming, it will be what, brothers and sisters? Very quickly. What is going to be the signs? What is going to be the sign system? How do we know when something's about to transition? Come on. Tell me, please. Anyone? Yes, sir. Grace and peace to you, Doctor. No, not the dark. That's the effect. But leading up to something, there's a great build-up. Now, how do we know this? Because right here, in fact, hold on a minute. Let me just see if I can just show you something. Let me just see. Bear in mind. All right. If I can find it, I will. But if it's in the same book here, but no, I can't find it. So we drop. There is always a build-up just to an event. Always. John was the builder of Yahushua. Because he went before, making ready the way, right? Yahushua now turns up, he's on center stage, and he becomes the focal point that all the cameras are on, watching his life, and the CIA are tapping into his conversations, and they bugged him up real good. Right. I'm just giving you a modernized version thrown together. Yes, sir. What you got?
It's the end of an age.
It's the end of what, sir?
The end of an age.
It's the end of an age. So how do we know it's the end of an age, though?
Because that would be when we will begin our transition.
No, you give me the effects. What you say is correct. You give me the effects. When the age is finished, then there is a transition. That's the effect of the age. But I want to know, how do we know? I saw you put it, yes, sir?
2nd Ezra 6 and 9.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and 9. Let's quickly go there. Now, we have to read, to get understanding, we have to read verse 8. Now, there's a reason why we have to read it, because it's tied to Obadiah chapter 1 and 21, right? It's tied to it. Because Obadiah deals with the destruction, the finishing off, the clearing up, all right, the emaciation of Esau. So now when we read 8, it says what's that?
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8, page 20, it reads, "And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac."
Unto who?
Unto Isaac.
Go on.
"When Jacob and Esau were born of him,
Yes.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau."
Now we see that it's showing us where the conflict began. Because if he held the heel, it couldn't have been in this realm. So where was it? It was whilst it was still in their mother's womb. The mother's womb is a type of spirituality, a type of a spiritual realm, because they're operating in a new world, The two different groups of people, brethren, same seed but completely diverse.
That's right.
Coming together, fighting each other. Right now, you got to also, if we were to take this on a much deeper level, the deeper level would mean that they were being sustained by their father.
That's right.
Everybody get that? Now, why do we say that? Because if we're to go even deeper with that, what is that thing that ties that all babies are connected to?
Umbilical cord.
No, the umbilical cord is the thing that traffics. That is the connection. You are right, but what's the thing? What's the thing that our ancient fathers and forefathers all knew? Our medical professionals in here should know that one. I need this is
The placenta.
what is it, sir?
Placenta.
Say it one more time louder.
Placenta.
Now, anyone have any idea what that is? I know our medical people do. Yes, I know. But let's give the non-medical people some opportunity to see if they can. Why is that so important? Now remember, Scripture doesn't speak of it, right? Doesn't speak of it, but we know on a natural level, even on a spiritual level, that thing exists.
That's right.
Right? Now, how do we know? What's the purpose behind? No, you tell them. I'm about to tell you. You tell me. What's it all in aid of? What's it about? Yes, ma'am.
It provides oxygen.
It provides what?
Oxygen.
It provides oxygen, and it becomes a life support machine, but in biological form. And something that I discovered not so long ago, the whole makeup of it has nothing to do with the mother. That's deep, isn't it? Nothing has everything to do with the father. Now that's not a lesson, so I'm not going to deep dive into that. But why it was fascinating that it had to do with the father, because it meant then that everything that was going to happen to these boys, all of the strands of it came from it was set that these boys were going to fight in this middle world, the world that they were temporarily in. That's why, just as a sidebar, that's why sometimes if a mother is pregnant and she has a baby and the mother dies in, say, battle or in war, the baby's still alive in there. Because the placenta is still providing food and nourishment and keeping. Now, remember, the whole purpose is to keep the child, even though the mother is dead.
Come.
That's mind-blowing to me.
Come.
Mind-blowing. And that's why you can still cut the woman and take the child out, and the child is alive. Alive. Because the placenta has been kept. Again, that's not the object of our lesson today, but maybe for another time. But just to show you that that element is of the Father.
That's right.
To provide life.
That's right.
Now, on a much deeper level, the Father in heaven is always making sure that we get here somehow.
That's right.
Always making sure. And remember, our foreparents didn't cut it. Esau's the one that taught us to cut it. We delivered the baby with that thing. Hello, somebody.
That's right.
Why? Because in case there was anything, and they would be checking the child out first, toes, fingers, eyes, nose, breathing, all the rest of it. And that's why our children never died the way the other nations did. They're cutting stuff up. They got knowing nothing about it. But we delivered it all.
That's right.
And then we would do the separation.
That's right.
Oh my! Our foreparents knew some stuff. Why? Because we've always been connected to the commandments that was given to us.
That's right.
To preserve life. All right. So get it back to yes, sir.
Can we also use Joel to answer?
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay.
All right. Let's quickly run there, if you please. Just run there, if you please. Run there. Right. Now, why don't you look going there? I want to try to find something else just about it. Quick. Go ahead. Quick. All right, just give me a moment. I'm dabbling with floating with a couple of scriptures. All right. No.
Now, what I'm asking about is actually chapter 1.
Yeah, are you chapter 1 and 3 or what?
Yeah, I was saying 3 through 5, and then also 14 down.
All right, so let's do that first, if you please. Just real quick, we're going to do it post haste.
The book of Joel, chapter 1 and verse 3. Tell ye your children of it.
I'm sorry, you got to begin from verse 2. Because it speaks about the fact that that's why we know what we know, because verse 2 is going to tell you why. Go ahead.
Joel chapter 1 and verse 2. Hear this, ye old men.
Come on.
And give ear, O ye inhabitants of the land.
Come on.
Have this been in your days, or even in the days of your fathers?
Now you see, this is how we learn these things, because our forefathers have passed them on to us. And this is why they were always surprised. It's amazing. We were the slaves, but guess what they would do? They'd get the slave to come in and help deliver the white man's baby. No medical school, none of that. But what we have has always been traditionally passed on from father to son, mother to daughter. These things have been passed on. That's why we knew them. But read on.
Verse 3. Tell ye your children of it, and let your children tell their children.
Come on.
And their children another generation.
Another generation. Now jump down to verse 13, and let me see. For time purposes, what verse do you want? So, because I don't take over your script.
I was going to say 14. Actually 14. Actually, all of that is good. 14 down. So. I mean, because it's all aligned.
Yes, it does. But again, as I said, I have a habit of taking people with what people say, because I see where it's going. But
I would say 14, 16, 17.
All right, we'll do that then. Let's quickly do that.
The verse 14. Sanctify ye a fast. Call a solemn assembly.
Come on.
Gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land into the house of Yahweh, your God, and cry unto Yahweh. Alas, for the day of Yahweh is at hand.
Come on.
And as a destruction.
Now remember, we discovered the other night at School of Wisdom what the word alas really is pointing to. All right. Now remember, whenever a word is used twice, and in the one that we did on Wednesday, it was twice. Alas, alas. All right. So it has a covenant connection to it. But this one is the last one. But read.
And as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come.
Go on.
And is not the meat cut off before our eyes?
Come on.
Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our God.
Read.
And Salaki, the seed is rotten under their clods.
Come on.
The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered.
For the corn is what?
For the corn is withered.
Go on.
Come. How do the beasts groan? The herds of cattle are perplexed, because they have no pastor. And yea, the flocks of sheep are made desolate.
All right. Now, what is it that you wanted to prescribe to this? Let me know.
This is a sign of the end of this age.
All right. Let's go to Hosea. Quickly, please. Let's go to the book of Hosea. All right. Let's read 4 and 3.
3 and 4.
Hosea 4 and 3.
Come. The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish, with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
Shall be what?
Shall be taken away.
Shall be taken away. Did you finish it?
Verse 4. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another, for my people are as they that strive with the priest.
Right. So really, it's speaking about the fact that this is part of the controversy of Israel. And when it uses the word, when it speaks of the land and everything, it's also like a double connotation, because it's speaking about the people as well as the land. And how we have rebelled, how we have not done what we're meant to do, and how the Lord was going to cause us to become scattered in the future. Drop that quickly. Let's go back, because I want to cover this point here. Now go back, if you please, to 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8. We're going to read that again, and then we're going to go right on to verse 9, which will give us our answer. Let's go.
2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8, page 20. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Held what?
Held first. So like his hand held first the heel of Esau.
Now, normally when people read that, they just think it was two children playing in the womb. It's deeper than that. The children were at war.
That's right.
They were at war. The answer to that, which is where I thought you were originally going to go, my brother, is Hosea chapter 12. Quickly go there for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Hosea chapter 12 and verse 3.
The book of Hosea, chapter 12 and verse 3.
Now we're going to read 3 and 4. Then we're going to go directly back to where we are. Why? Because this makes absolutely plain what we're reading in 2 Ezra chapter 6. All right? Okay,
Hosea chapter 12 and verse 3. He took his brother by the heel.
There it is.
In the womb.
There it is.
And by his strength he had power.
So what? He had what, sir?
He had power.
How?
With Yahweh.
See that? He had power with God even as a baby in the womb. In the womb. This baby had power. That's why in another scripture, brothers, you tell me the one where it speaks about firstborn.
I got you.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the one that I wanted. The firstborn. That now makes it tidies it up nicely.
That came out with the ribbon?
No, not that one.
Like
the one that I want is that who's his firstborn, the firstborn, and what he is, because and then there's another script that ties Jacob with he was wrestling and because he had power with God and so on. That's one that I wanted. Genesis.
Yeah.
Anybody got any in that?
That's in 28.
What'd you say, my brother?
Now the wrestling is in 32.
32? All right.
Yeah. That's what I was doing.
All right. Go ahead. Let's quickly hit that
I
up.
want to be
And
27?
28.
yeah, 28.
20,
Yeah.
you want to?
Yeah, 28, 20. In fact, begin at 27, 28 is what we want. Yeah.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32, and verse 27.
Now, why is that important? Because all that we're reading here is a repeat of what happened before they even came into this world. Which means that we had power with God even in the spirit realm.
That's right.
And here's the thing that you want to keep in mind, Sister Lois. Notice here that it never says nothing about Esau having any form of power in the womb or in the spiritual realm.
That's right.
It never. The baby has no power there. It was Jacob who grabbed the heel. Jacob who had the authority and the power. And now we're going to read, as now a full-grown man, that even with an angel, this man is incomparable because he will fight whoever comes in front of him.
God.
That's why people think we're soft now.
God.
Lord have mercy on you when Yahweh Shai returns and say, go get him.
That's
Kill
right.
him. They're going to make,
That's right.
you are going to begin, they're coming.
That's right.
Because when we come, look, don't even let the words called mercy come out. Because we have none. We don't know what mercy is.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Doctor. Yes, sir.
Grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
In a more similar to the way what was happening in the placenta is just like it is right now in the whole world. We still fighting against Esau.
Correct. We are still at war from the spirit realm even into the natural realm. We're still look. But here's what I would add to what you say, just to balance it up. What he does now, he doesn't fight us. He just kills us.
That's right.
How on earth do you stop someone for a car in infringement and you kill him? How on earth he's in jail? He's dead. How is it he's in Walmart? They call the police and they bring him out and they handcuff him and they put their knee in his neck and in his back and they kill him. He's just straight up just killing us. And I used to wonder, and I used to get quite upset about it. I did. I'm Benjamin, so Benjamin, we take it too personal. And here's the thing: I get upset, but I realize it's the Lord's doing. He wants you to see it. He wants you to feel it. So when the time comes, He says, "Go." You don't need no instructions. You don't need anyone to say, well, be a little bit hard. Be a bit soft. I don't know what that word soft means. You see? Because we're going, that's why we read it earlier this morning. I read it at home. He uses the word, he says, he's going to repay with equity.
That's right. That's right.
That's what the scripture said. With equity he's going to repay. Meaning you're not getting away with nothing.
That's right. That's right.
He's got you now. You see? And there's a saying that the world uses, I can't use it here. When they say, I've got you all. All right. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High. All right. So he's got you all. All right. So let's read here now. 27.
The book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 27. And he said unto him, what is thy name?
What is what?
What is thy name?
Why that is important? Because Israel, you must know who you are.
That's right.
Read.
And he said, Jacob.
Jacob. Go on.
And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob.
Here it is. Come on.
But Israel.
But Israel. Why?
For as a prince.
As a what?
For as a prince.
We are princes. Read.
Thou, Salaki, hast thou power with Yahweh.
Come on.
And with men. And has prevailed.
That means we will win everybody. And here's a joker. We doing it now just in sports. You shouldn't have brought us into gymnastics. You had all these skinny white girls jumping up and down and flipping. We showing you how to flip now. Thick and always showing you how to do flip. Huh? And here's the other thing. Well, you shouldn't have made us play golf. We took that away from you too. You shouldn't have said you could run against us. We brought the speed down to sub 401, whatever. What? We did that.
That's right.
And remember, the last two Olympics, they had a swim team. But it was all black, and they didn't want them in the Olympics.
That's right.
They kept them out
Right.
because they were beating all the records, and they kept that quiet. Now, look at what's happening in Canada. The best high diver is a black girl. Nobody better than her. They say she's the best we've seen in years. In fact, they say she may be the GOAT. Imagine that. Black people are the GOAT. The greatest of all time. You shouldn't have let us into basketball. We hang timing up in the air going, let's have some lunch whilst we're up here. And then decide to dump that thing in. You shouldn't have given us a bat to hit a ball. We're knocking it out of all of the stadiums. And in a hidden history, whilst I'm on that point, it was several black league teams that kept Yankee Stadium open because they were in bankruptcy. They were going to shut that thing down.
That's right.
They couldn't get enough. And the moment they had black players in a team playing, all of a sudden now they were filling the stadium. They shouldn't have let us in. You didn't want to do acting. We were always want to act. Yes, master. I can go get them for you, master. Now, Paul Robeson, 18 languages. Right? He's also a professor. A songstress. He can sing any song. From whatever, from ragtime to opera. You shouldn't have let us in.
That's right.
And that's why we are winning all of those things now. Now the time's going to come when we're going to come to slaughter. You shouldn't have done what you did to us.
That's right.
Now we're going to pay you back with equity. All right. So, sir, I want you to do me a kindness. Read the middle clause of 28, if you please, and let's get back to where we're going.
Genesis chapter 32, verse 28, middle clause. But Israel, for as a prince has thou power with Yahweh,
my God,
and with men, and has prevailed.
We have prevailed. Now go back to the baby thing now. We need to get that baby thing complete. Hosea chapter 12, 3 and 4.
The book of Hosea, chapter 3, chapter 12, verse 3. He took his brother by the heel in the womb.
Read.
And by his strength he had power with Yahweh.
Read, sir.
Yea, he had power over the angels.
See?
And prevailed.
Come on.
He wept and made supplication unto him. He found him in Bethel, and there he spake with us.
With us. Gone? Everybody got that? Now, quickly go back, if you please, to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6. We're now going to read the middle clause, or the latter clause, maybe, which is when Jacob and Esau were born.
Come. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8, the latter clause. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Is the what?
Is the end of the world.
The end of the world. He's the end of it. Which lets us know he's the end of an age. Right? And we see Esau playing up right now. We see the orange man playing up right now. And notice what he did. He said he wouldn't go back to England unless they gave him a king's reception. And guess what? They brought out all of the soldiers, all of the guards, all of the chariots.
That's right.
And they had it cascading all the way down Buckingham Palace Road. And you see that hypocrite in there smiling, waving like he's a king. He's doing that little, brown hand business. And he's sitting there in the delights like he's a king, which is the fulfillment of Malachi. You see?
That's right.
And so here we are now. The scripture says,
for Esau is the end of the world.
End of the world, an end of an age. Go on.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
We are that which is going to follow. Make sense, everybody, so far? Now, quickly, just before we go on, Luke chapter 21. Yes, sir. Luke chapter 21 and 24, please.
Yes, sir. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. It reads, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
Come on.
And shall be led away captive.
Led away what?
Captive.
Go on.
Into all nations.
Into all nations. Go on.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down.
Trodden down, that's 70 AD. Go on.
Of the Gentiles.
Of the Gentiles. Remember, we'll finish up in the other teaching we're going to do in a moment. The word Gentile never existed.
That's right.
It was the word going or going. That was the word. And if you look deep enough into the previous scriptures, the prophets never used it. The apostles never used it. The word Gentile. That is a new word that's been inserted into the scriptures there. It's a new word. And so when we read it now, it said trodden down of the goyim, meaning the other nations. But in this case it says Gentiles until what?
Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Now, where we see the word at the times of the Gentiles, again, where that word Gentiles is, the word is Esau. Because Esau has to be what? Be fulfilled. You see? Esau has to be fulfilled. You see? And if we go to Ezekiel chapter 36 and 5.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel chapter. Am I going too fast? Everybody good? All right, good. What did I say? Ezekiel what?
36 and 5.
Very good. Let's read.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 36 and verse 5.
Go on.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy,
come on,
have I spoken against the residue of the heathen.
The residue of the heathen. Right? Because remember, the word heathen again means other nations. And we know that's biblical. And it says, and what?
And against all Idumea.
All Idumea, all of Esau. Come on.
Which I have appointed my land into their possession.
See? So it's the Lord's doing. We keep saying that the devil did the devil. The Lord allowed it to happen.
That's right.
Because he wants the time to be fulfilled.
That's, come on.
Read.
With the joy of all their hearts.
Come on.
With despiteful minds.
Come on.
To cast it out for a prey.
To cast it out for a prey.
That's right.
2nd Ezra chapter 1 and verse 24. 2nd Ezra chapter 1 and 24.
The book of chapter 1 and verse 24. It reads, what shall I do unto thee, O Jacob?
Come on.
Thou Judah, wouldest not obey the nation unto those who I give my name.
My name. Come on.
That they may keep my statutes.
Keep my statutes. Now just read the next verse of it, please.
25. See, forsake you also will be to place unto you